The two witnesses that the officer just mentioned were Joshua's friends who were with him on the live stream, and their testimonies were crucial in piecing together what happened leading up to the killing, which is as follows. Hours before the live stream, the two friends were attacked by Danquez. These two then went to Joshua to seek help, who was enraged after hearing about the assault and consequently planned to head to the Anderson residence to get revenge. Initially, they had armed themselves with a firearm, but Joshua repeatedly expressed that he did not wish to use it and would rather fight physically. They would then cross the parking lot of Bethel AME Church to get to Danquez's house. It was here that Danquez ambushed Joshua and killed him, while the two friends were lucky enough to escape. And knowing that all of this was captured live, Danquez will slowly begin to realize the kind of situation he has landed himself in.
Y'all got a live video, y'all gonna see me, y'all gonna see Mr. Gabe himself at the joint. Y'all gonna see that on God, y'all gonna see that, because that's what they say when you join somebody live.
Yeah, it says that. It says Mr. Getty himself has joined. It says that. You were on the live.
So it's it.
Your brother says, little Danny says that you were home on Tuskegee, that y'all were on the live. Y'all watched it. Y'all saw these guys come into your house talking about all the things we've been talking about, what they were going to do to y'all. It's you and little Danny there. Okay? Little Danny's in there crying, saying didn't have no choice. They was coming to get us.
I know I was.
Yeah, you were at Tuskegee.
Y'all can prove to me that I was at Old Trey House.
Brother, I don't need to prove it to you. I told you this coming in, and you think I'm lying to you.
Imagine having a secret stalk alert that none of your friends knew about that gets sent directly to your phone.
Some white 40-something-year-old cop that don't care. I don't want you to go down in burning flames for this and not graduate this year and not go and get your trade school degree, learn how to weld and make all kinds of money. I don't want that to happen. Okay? I've told you everything about, you saw that live. You don't need me to explain to you what was on the live. You know that that guy and his friends were coming to do business.
On nobody Instagram live. I wasn't on nobody live.
So Danny is lying? Or am I lying?
If you see Mr. Getty himself join somebody live, you gotta show me that, because I didn't join nobody live. I don't even follow these people. I was like, what? Ain't no way you see me join that live.
Do you not see the olive branch that we've been offering you and your brothers all day long? That olive branch being these people were coming to hurt you, so you had to do something that was justifiable? Do you not
I know what
see
you're
that?
talking about. I know what you're talking about. I'm not. No, I'm not. Because I don't know what y'all talking about. I understand what you're saying. You're saying like, oh, somebody come to your house, do something to you, y'all gotta defend yourself.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Self-defense. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
I know what you're talking about.
We're not trying to hard time you. We're not trying to say that you did some premeditated murder because you had a beef with these people. These people had a beef with y'all, a serious beef. You know? Knowledge don't come to your house one time, now knowledge's friends coming to your house a second time. Oh, why? Why are they coming to the house? I'll tell you why they're coming to the house. Because Knowledge got locked up for what he did to your mama. And they got to get retaliation for Knowledge so they can prove that they're hard. You know? And all that other junk, all that other shit they're talking. That's why they're coming there to the house. And they're gonna do what Knowledge did. Except this time they're talking about bringing fire. They're talking about hurting people. They're talking about everything else.
We gonna move. They ain't gonna know where we at. We gonna call y'all. That's what we got y'all for.
For whatever reason, and it's probably because you didn't think there was enough time. And hey, guess what? You might have been right. There wasn't enough time.
What?
That you had to go out there and take care of it. You had to protect Danny. You had to protect the house. You had to protect your mama. And anybody else would have got caught up in that. So you stepped up because Daniel wasn't there. You was the only one.
Shortly after this conversation, the detectives leave to get another statement from Danquez's brother, Danny. This would prove to be the most important testimony in this case, as Danny gives a full recollection of what happened. Allegedly, both he and Danquez were at their house when Danny noticed the live stream from Joshua. Soon, he shared it with Danquez, who immediately left the house saying he was going to protect his family when he heard Joshua reference being armed. After he left, Joshua was killed and Danquez did not return home until the next day. This leads investigators to two important conclusions. One, Danquez lied to them about being at his friend Trey's house, and they now have undeniable proof of that. Two, if he really stated that he was going to protect his family and actively sought out Joshua, this would mean there was intent to kill or harm. This certainly does not help Danquez's story of self-defense, as two detectives return to confront him with these new findings.
The reason that I just went out there is because Danny was sitting there with her mom. Just opened up a whole lot more. Alright?
For one.
No, I said he opened up a whole lot more. You and Danny and Daniel, even after this happened, y'all talked about it. And y'all were going to tell the truth about what happened. Because you realized that these guys were coming over there to do harm. Last minute, y'all got scared.
Scared of what?
Scared that you're going to get in trouble for something. And that's what you're scared of now.
How you get in trouble for something you ain't do?
Brother, we are way past that. If you want, I promise you, if you want, we can get up out of this interview room right now. And you're going to get charged. Okay? That's not a threat. I'm just telling you that everything that your brother has told us and everything that we know, okay, I don't need to go over it again, okay? But everything that Danny tells us is backed up, all right, by evidence we already have. Starting with you being locked on.
Cannabis. It's not just legal in 38 states. It's a $36 billion global industry.
Starting with us knowing that you're not at Fort Trey's house when this happens. Okay? Certain details that he gave about what you told him occurred. I'm not going to tell you what those details are because I want you to tell me. And that's not me trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Certain details that Danny gave about things that you told him occurred, we know to be true.
What did I do?
Here's what he said.
You shot somebody.
You shot and killed somebody. You shot and killed somebody. Plain and simple. Your options are, tell us what happened, because we've seen the live. We can't claim self-defense for you. Okay? Or you want to go down the first-degree murder route and spend the rest of your life in prison. Those are your two options. But you're not helping yourself, because you think you're in here trying to be hard and you think you can deny it. You think you can deny it, but you can't.
I think I'm trying to be hard.
It's not hard. I know it's not. I know that you're tore up, and I know that you're scared. It's not necessarily you trying to be hard. It comes off that way, but I know from talking to you that you're scared and that you're tore up about what you had to do, all right? You're lying to us now. You were not at Fort Trey's house. You weren't at Fort Trey's house and you were watching the live, okay? We can start right there. You've been lying to me about that forever. It's starting to make me feel like I'm not very good at my job, and that hurts my feelings. And please don't hurt my feelings. And don't insult my intelligence by continuing to lie to me and tell me that you're at Fort Trey's house. I've already told you, Fort Trey has got another guy over at his house, and he don't care. He don't care about you anymore.
You think I care for Jay care about me?
I don't know. Probably not.
You should
All
care.
I'm saying is
He's your only alibi.
All I'm saying is he's not alibying you.
No, he's trying to make.
He's not alibying you. That's the point.
Your brother's not alibying either. He's saying that you were there in the house.
You can clearly see Danquez begin to contemplate telling detectives everything. For now, he only needs one final push to make him go over the edge. What Danquez doesn't anticipate, however, is that this push wouldn't come as cold hard evidence, but in the form of a person.
What?
You can have a seat. That's fine.
Bed.
This is Danquez's mother, Stephanie, who has just been informed of the situation surrounding Danquez.
These people already know. When they found out, I do not know. They ain't telling me. Okay, on the video, they seen the threats. They said we finna come do whatever, whatever. We got guns coming to hurt, whatever. At 5, okay, that's my address. If you was going to defend yourself, us, or whoever, they can look at it that way, or they can look at it as when y'all seen them on the video saying what they was going to do. Why y'all ain't tell y'all mama for y'all mama to get the police on the scene? But the lady that just walked me down to smoke a cigarette, she said, "Ma'am, how fast things was moving." She said we probably wouldn't have made it there on time.
Can you tell him what Danny said? Because I don't think he trusts what you're saying.
But who's on?
He was saying that when he seen Ooh was saying when the live video, because she told Ooh that we watched the live video. She said, "Ooh, I seen y'all on there watching the live video, and when y'all seen it and they said they was gonna do this and do that, and they was asking Ooh, what did your brother do then?" They was asking him questions, and Ooh was telling it that I seen my brother leave. I didn't see my brother leave with no gun, but I seen my brother leave. And he was saying something about did he go to AP? She was asking him, did he go to AP or did he go down the road? I mean, like, I'm trying to find out, and I don't even know.
I'm trying to find out.
Okay.
And my thing is, Ben, I'm thinking you was in the AP.
No. You brought the AP. But didn't Danny tell us that he showed the live?
Yes, they did the live.
He showed the live to him, and then he left saying he's going to defend himself. He's going to go defend them.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't believe us that Danny told us that. He doesn't believe us that Danny told us that. He went down there and defended them, and he shot them.
Yeah. Me and Ood in the same room.
Yeah, I told him that.
But my thing is,
he's not wanting to claim his own self-defense, is what it is.
Better. My thing is, as a being a mother and as a being a mama and a woman, if I wasn't even your mama, when them people said that, you knew if y'all would have brought that to my attention.
This bakery needs new equipment fast to keep up with demand, so they're going to On Deck.
I would have had the police find out. You know it. Now tell them that you know if we would have showed our mom that video, y'all. What? Every officer on the force would have been over there.
Here's the thing: is your brother sitting in a room, Danny sitting in a room with your mama, said that Dan Quest wasn't at Fort Trey's house. Is that not what he said? Is that not what he said? Danny said that Dan Quest was home, right? He wasn't. Dan Quest is saying, I wasn't home, I was at Fort Trey's house. Fort Trey's house.
Ooh, trying to tell me that you was in the room. I say, I ain't seen my baby here.
Exactly.
I say, I did not see him here.
Well, first off, you were sitting in your room.
Yeah.
We're not worried about what you saw. Did Danny tell us that he was home?
Yeah, Danny said that in the other room. He said that, and I say, "Ooh, I ain't see my baby," and I did not say that. I said,
we're
"I
not
ain't
worried
see my
about what
baby."
you saw. We're worried about what Danny saw because you didn't know anything about this until Danny sat there and said
it was over, really. You didn't know any of this was going on.
No. And to find out all this, man, this shit gonna run me crazy.
Danny says I showed Dan Quez the live.
The live video.
Went in there and woke him up, showed him the live. And he's saying, no, he didn't show me any live. I wasn't at home. I was with Fort Trey.
I ain't seen.
We're not asking what he doesn't believe us that Danny told us this stuff. So
yeah, that's what my son said. But me personally, I'm the type of person, I ain't finna lie, not even for my mama.
Oh, I know. If they'd have come to you,
my baby there.
Okay.
If they'd have come to you, I know you would have called the police. I know that you would have, and he knows that you would have too.
So do you think Danny's lying, saying that he went down there to defend y'all?
I don't know about that issue right now.
No, do you think Danny would lie and try to say his brother went down to defend them?
Well, I think Danny would lie.
He's trying to say that Danny would lie and point at his brother as a shooter. To defend you guys.
No, I won't think he would lie, but I think, if anything, he would, try to save him. So I think that's the truth, what he's saying or whatever, but I ain't see my baby there.
Stephanie is likely not trying to defend Danquez here, but rather genuinely confused about whether he was home. The truth is that Danquez was at home, as supported by statements from both Danny and Daniel, as the detective will explain.
The only thing that we're asking you at this point is to stop lying to us about being at Fort Trez's house. Stop lying to us about watching the live, because Danny said you watched the live. He said you were at home, okay? Danny believes that they were coming to do harm. I'm telling you that I'm watching the video, and they look like they're coming to do some harm. All right, did you watch the video?
I haven't shown the video.
Okay, when you watch the video, you're going to say, oh, those guys are coming to do some harm.
Man, so the video, y'all clearly.
We're
You
not
don't
gonna show
need to
you.
see the video because you've already seen it,
Just
bro.
told me when we was at the house, y'all
You've already seen it. That's the
I
thing.
said we're gonna show your mom when we
Yeah.
get up there.
But I said,
Danny,
oh, so you
listen,
can get out, y'all.
listen. Hey, Dan Quest, your brother Danny said that you already saw it. Okay.
Let me ask you this:
Go
if
ahead.
he go ahead and say that they was threatening me and they seen the guns or whatever, and I went down there and boom bam, then what?
Listen. We're not going to put words into his mouth.
Mhm.
Okay. We have literally extended the olive branch as far as we can extend it, and said that the guys are making threatening comments. They're saying they're going to hurt people, just like I told you before. I'm assuming